All right, Hungry Wolf's Pizza and Pasta. Haven't long been located or situated in Gorican. There's a couple of other pizza joints nearby as well. This is some sort of Supreme. I can't remember. The base looks very, very thin. Looks like there's a lot of topping there. We'll see how it goes. I don't really like my pizza when the base folds over or flops when and I don't like it too thick either, but I like it to have a little bit of, a little bit of stiffness or, you know, a bit of body. And we got spaghetti bolognese penne pasta I chose. And we got boscaiola here, and we chose the fettuccine for that. So we'll give it a try and let you know. But yeah, my go-to for years has been the Pizza Inn, and I'll do a review on them soon. Okay, so it looks okay in my hand. It is going to flop down and fold out, and ingredients will possibly fall off the top. I mean, I know how to make pizzas. I worked at a decent pizza joint, Pizza Inn actually, about 30 years ago, maybe a little bit less, about 27 years ago. And, oh no, more longer. I was probably about 20. So yeah, about 37 years ago. Anyway, so you put the sauce down, the cheese, then the toppings, and you put a bit of cheese on top. The cheese on the base helps keep the ingredients on the pizza, and the cheese on top helps keep it all together. Many pizza shops do not put cheese on the base. They put it on top. And some don't put it on top, they just put it on the base. But for me, it's all about the textures and the flavours, the freshness of the ingredients, and of course the pizza base. The pasta, well, that's another story. Let's see. So that's not bad actually. It kind of it doesn't look like there's a lot of cheese on the base, if any, but the ingredients are plentiful. I think it's a Supreme, and it had the black Kalamata olives, little bit of spice. It's good though. What I don't get are people that do reviews and they take one bite of something, and then they're sold. There's a couple of influencers out there, or TikTok, and they're in business themselves with food. I won't name names, but there's one particular guy. He only takes one bite, and then he starts pointing the finger like this, and his head and his eyes start rolling, and sometimes he picks up a chair and throws a chair. I want to try his stuff though. That what he knocks out. He does like this lamb from Tasmania, and I want to try it. Like I'm not putting shit on him, 100%. But I don't get people that take one bite of something and go, yeah, bullshit. Eat a few slices, like but they're all labelling themselves as some type of extra exotic or next level food critic. Bullshit. You can't tell somebody how good something tastes by just one bite. That's just sensationalism at its best. Can't spin a spinner. All right. They got my bolognese wrong. I full ordered penne pasta. I got the gnocchi. So that was an extra $5. I'll check the pricing later. But whatever though, I just wanted the bolognese flavour. And my wife, she wanted boscaiola, or she was just going, you choose. Not bad. I'll give you more details in a minute. I'm going to eat some more of this. The bolognese flavour was okay actually, but I really wanted pasta. But I'll take the gnocchi, even if I did pay $5 for it. Maybe I pushed my finger on the wrong button when I was choosing which one, but I don't think I did, because the gnocchi, the ravioli, and the tortellini versions of this were way down the bottom of the list. The top was like spaghetti, penne, fettuccine. I actually pushed penne, which was the second choice on the list, so I don't know how they got that wrong. But anyway, I'm not complain. I love it. All right. So my wife said that's a bit bland. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll try something else. And we have to remember too when we're reviewing that just it's personal. It's very personal. Like what one person likes doesn't necessarily look Lardu. We'll introduce you to Lardu because he's our man and his sister's asleep under the Christmas tree that still hasn't been pulled down yet. But the garlic bread's homemade with a bit of parmesan on it, a little bit crispy in the air fryer, purchased probably from Aldi's or Woolies or something like that. But yeah, so the pasta, my wife will eat it, so it's not that bad. Pizza, what do you think about the pizza?
Needs more flavour.
Needs more flavour, she said. For me, it's not bad. I'd like more, but when my wife's talking about
meat.
Yeah, possibly more meat on it there, but I don't know. Like you try something once, if it's horrible, you're like, that you might give them another go, but you can see for yourself, like,
not much meat.
There's not a lot of meat on it. It is a Supreme though, so it's not about the meat, really. But but like I said, it's very personal. And these guys are all over the place too, at Wyoming and Wyong. You like the crust?
Mm.
Yeah, it's good. It's not bad though. But yeah, I'm meat lovers. If you want meat, we'll go for meat lovers. But yeah, I'm a pizza in guy, and I've tried pizzas everywhere. In the Philippines, everywhere. And some of the pizzas I've eaten in the Philippines are pretty bloody good, actually. So, and I've tried other pizzas all around Australia as well. But the Pizza Inn, I always think of the Pizza Inn. But yeah, anyway, these guys, this is about these guys. And I would eat there again. Do I like their prices? No. Like, what we just got, I could have got that for about $20 less. And I'm just being honest about my reviews. I'm not, like I said, I'm not waltzing in somewhere, sitting down, telling them I'm going to review their food, and then they make an extra special effort, and it's all, one bite, and that's great. And there's heaps, a majority of the influencers out there that are doing food reviews. That's what I'm noticing. And I get that there's a time thing for the TikTok layouts and that, but you're going to get it raw from me, and I have experience in many areas regarding food. I've produced my own food products over the years commercially. I've worked in bakeries where we've done pastry and bread, everything from pies, cakes, slices, everything that a bakery would make. I worked in the pizza joint, so I'm not just some bogan, from, from out the back there, trying to impress people. I'm just going to give it to you how it is. And then you can make up your own mind and have your own comments and that. But remember, your opinions don't pay my bills. Got to say it. Yeah, confrontational, yeah, whatever. For me, it probably needs a little bit more cheese. And I'd probably like anchovies or something on it. But these days, that's like an extra. There's not many pizza joints where you go and buy, like, a Supreme or a Super Supreme or whatever, and the anchovies are there. I like a few anchovies, but I don't necessarily have to have them either. But anyway, the gnocchi, the bolognese was... The sauce and the flavour's good, but I really didn't want the gnocchi, but, I'm eating it because I'm hungry. I would have preferred the pasta, penne. But anyway, It's no bad, but that's no how you make porridge. Ladu, look at him. Look, he's going, Dad, can I have some? And this is not a paid presentation either. All right, you mongoloids. Well, scratch that part out, but that's a term they use in the Philippines. Very acceptable, but not here in Australia. But, joke lang. But, yeah, this isn't a paid presentation. We're just doing it and all of our reviews will be that way. And, so check it out. So, like I said before, it's not a paid presentation, but I want it to be. But again, it's okay. And I understand, the cost of living crisis and how prices have increased. And tonight, these guys had 15% off the pastas. I'm not sure about the pizza, but it was over $80 delivered. With this fee and that fee and all that. We get it, and if you want it, you pay for it. But it's okay. I try their other stuff. It's not that the experience hasn't been that bad that I'm just like, oh well, I've had that. But I wouldn't say it's popped out at me. But it's okay. But that bit ordinary. The bolognese, I didn't mind it, but like I said again, repeat on that. But yeah, the pizza's alright, but I'd try their other stuff. I wouldn't say that I'm disappointed, but we know, because we haven't had it before. You get disappointed when the consistency disappears from a place that you go regularly. So sometimes, they say better the devil you know. But anyway, that'll do us for this particular time. The Hungry Wolf's Pizza and Pasta, McGorrican. A bit pricey, but it's okay. But there's quite a few. There's a pizza joint on every corner these days. But what do you got that's special? What do you got? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't need to be cheap. It just needs to pop out at ya. And and this kind of doesn't. But that's our review, and but try it for yourself. But don't come at me with this, I'll take one bite and give you an 8 out of 10 or some nonsense. That's just nonsense. Yeah.